Hello everybody, it's Wise6 here, and today I am going to be talking all about the soon-to-come video game No Man's Sky. So, this video is going to be mainly just about what is No Man's Sky, so if you already know what No Man's Sky is, please go to the next video for advanced players in the description. But, without further ado, let's begin. So, what is No Man's Sky? Well, No Man's Sky is a video game that is yet to come in 2015. It is made by Hello Games, and it has completely revolutionized the gaming industry. So, what do you do in it? No Man's Sky is a space exploration game. You, as seen in the trailer right here, you basically just walk around on the millions and bazillions of procedurally generated planets in No Man's Sky galaxy universe, and what you do is you kind of you find planets and it uploads them to the world to see, and when you upload them, everyone can see them in the entire world because it's an online game. And also any new species or any point of interest you discover, it uploads as well. So, what do I mean by procedurally generated? Procedurally generated means that it is not random. Random could mean that a planet could be all red, or all green, or all of whatever, even if it is a small chance. And that wouldn't look very nice. So, what procedural means, you input a series of codes and numbers, and what that does is it sets guidelines for the computer. So that means that you can't have a planet that's all red, or you can't have a planet that's all whatever stuff that doesn't connect. So that's what procedural means, something that's not random but is thought out. So now you kind of know the basics. It's a game where you go around and you discover things, but that's only the basic of the game. There is an unstated goal, which is to reach the center of the universe, which is a big black hole, and there is something in there that Hello Games has not released yet, so you can go down there, or you can go in there. It would take a very long time. So, now that I've explained the kind of start of the game, how do you start out in the actual game itself? Well, in No Man's Sky, you start out on a random planet on the edges of the galaxy, and as you upgrade your weapons and your armor and your ship, you slowly move inwards as you want. Now, the game has no tutorial, no rules, well, there are rules, but no guidelines, no quest, no nothing. It's literally an open world system, no storyline at all. You can basically do whatever you want. There are like trading posts or dotted around and space stations. So Hello Games said that you can choose basically anything you want to do. You could be a pirate and you could destroy other ships. You can just be an explorer and fly around and do stuff. You can be a trader, which is mainly focused on finding new planets, getting resources, and flying back to space stations to sell them. So there are many more jobs you can have, but those are some of the few main ones. So, with that being said, this means that there is also no real enemy to you. However, there is the malevolent force, which was featured in the Game Informer magazine last month. And what Game Informer does, what Game Informer said, malevolent force is a kind of police that goes around the galaxy, and what they do is they basically stop you from changing the environment in any way. So if you start killing animals or start mining resources when they're around, they will attack you. And if you survive, then they will remember you. So they're awesome AI. They're said to be kind of like they're like the ancient relics of someone who left them there. Whoever created them left them there, and So, that's one of the cool parts of the game. And now we can kind of more talk about weapons and upgrades. So, to start off, your ship is your main ship. You can only have one, and it's your life basically. You also have a multi-tool, which is basically your gun, but it's not just a gun. You can use it to scan things. You can also use it to mine resources. It blasts grenades, but it is your weapon and your tool. So use it for everything. And your third thing that you need is your spacesuit. It's on you, but you can't see it. You can't even see yourself. So here's what. So you can upgrade all three of them. You actually can only upgrade weapon and suit, but the ship, to upgrade that, you have to buy a completely new one with the upgrades that you're looking for. So that's a bit annoying to me. But that's basically the weapon. The upgrades are not a big part of this game. Of course, you need them, but you know, they aren't really elaborating on it. So let's go to the next one. Multiplayer. So multiplayer is a huge part of this game. This game is online, so I know what you're thinking right now. Ooh, wow! I can get all my friends, and we can shoot around the galaxy together and blow things up together. Forget that right now. No Man's Sky has such a big universe that, let's say that you were on one side of the universe and your friend was on the other, you two would never meet. Ever. Ever. Even if you both headed towards the same place, it would take forever, almost. So with that being said, that means that any other player contact is very rare. So the very first time you see another player outside of a ship, that'll be the very first time you actually know what you look like, because it's a first person gameplay. So, that kind of changes perspective on this game. I know it did for me. For a while, I actually didn't feel like getting it, but then I thought, well, I don't have to be with my friends, and even if I get the game, there may be a chance that we spawn near each other, and I can go to them. Yeah, that's the main part of multiplayer, and it's a big part of the game. However, as you can see in the trailer right now, there are like spaceships. They're like all over the place. The three that are near you with blue coming out of them, those are actually AI wingmen, which I will get into in the advanced part. But the AI in this game are extremely amazing. They're the best AI I've ever seen in a game. So, the malevolent force is an AI. Basically any spaceship that's not a human is AI. They're also like aliens AI, and like there are fleets of AI traders and stuff like we saw back there. And it's so awesome because they actually fly around and they do business, and they warp places and they go places, and they basically do whatever they want. But they act like real players. That's what's so cool about this universe. It makes you feel like you're actually in space. So it's awesome. Guys, you really need to look it up. There are actually not that many YouTube videos on this, so I hope this is pretty popular. But anyway, thank you guys. I just wanted to use this video to explain the real basics of No Man's Sky, and I'll get back to you in the next video. Thanks.